For almost 18 years, Jeff Gordon has been one of the most recognizable names in NASCAR. During that stretch, he's taken 82 checkered flags and won 4 Cup championships. He'll begin his push for a 5th title this Sunday when the Sprint Cup kicks off its 10-race playoff series at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. But first, Jeff Gordon joins us on First Take. Jeff, it's probably not smart that I'm going to point this out, but it's been since 2001 since the last time that you won a points championship. Give me a comparison here. How does it compare now, the hunger to win again, as compared to before you even won your first title?
Well, it's okay if you point it out. I'm well aware of it. You know, a lot has changed in the sport. The competition, the cars have changed, the point system has changed. So, you know, we don't like to make excuses. We feel like we're one of the best teams out there, and, you know, we haven't capitalized on those opportunities when they came our way. The last time in 07, we battled with Jimmie Johnson and you know, came close, but just not good enough. But I feel like this year we've really turned the corner. I feel like our team has really improved on the tracks that are important in the chase. You know, it really comes down to 10 good racetracks and races, and I feel like we have a team that really can compete for this championship this year.
As you said, you're well aware of the last time you won, so how hungry are you to win again?
Very hungry. You know, it has been a while. You know, we've seen the dominance of our teammate Jimmie Johnson, and that's motivation as well as, you know, the other competitors out there. And I mean, we're the type of team that you know, those expectations are there within the organization to go out and compete for a championship. And when you have the ingredients and the opportunities there, you got to take advantage of it. And so we're very hungry to take advantage of that opportunity.
Well, let me talk about Jimmie Johnson here for just a minute. I think almost everybody, whether they're a NASCAR fan or not, is aware that he's looking for a 4th straight title, which no one has ever done. What's it like competing against him week in and week out, and yet, as you said, being on that same Hendrick team?
Well, because we're teammates, I know the organization, the people that are involved, and they make up a great team, give us all the resources that we could ever ask for. But, you know, you got to give those guys a lot of credit. Chad Knaus, Jimmie Johnson, the entire 48 team are a very, very strong group. And it doesn't even matter what they did in the first 26. These final 10 are where they really shine. And they're going to step up their game. And so the rest of us as competitors and teams have to do the same. But, you know, being side by side with them, we've also seen what it takes to and how they've gone about winning the last 3 championships. And, you know, we certainly feel like, hey, you know, we're at the same organization, we've got the same equipment. If we execute and do our job well, you know, we can compete and beat these guys. But there's, you know, 10 other guys out there that we're going to have to compete and do the same with. Including
Mark Martin, yet another teammate for you there. Give me some idea with Jimmie even or the rest of the Hendrick guys. Are you competing at stuff off the track, at cards, basketball, anything like that?
Not so much. You know, I think we have so much of that inside of us on the racetrack that when we're not at the racetrack, I think we're pretty relaxed and get along very well. We all communicate well, including Junior, and that's what makes us a strong organization besides the resources that we have. And, you know, I think that there's so much intense competition all the time that it's nice to put that aside when you're not on the track. One
of the big stories over the past couple weeks that a lot of us have heard about, Danica Patrick expected to run some nationwide and truck series races in 2010. Now, you have a daughter. I think if I did the math, she's about 2 years old. They say it's never too young to start. Has she gotten involved with any kind of motor vehicles yet in her life?
Well, I will say that car was one of her first words that she said, but I don't think that necessarily means that she's going to be a race car driver.
What if she said to you she wanted to be? What if she came to you a few years from now and said, Dad, I want to start this, go-karts, whatever it may be?
No, if she said she wanted to do that, I would definitely pursue it. And the thing that my stepfather and my mom did for me is they presented those opportunities to me, and when I excelled at them and showed interest, then they helped, you know, take it to the next level. And so, you know, I think whatever she's interested in doing, that's what I'm going to try to offer to her. I'll be surprised knowing my wife and fashion and all the things that she's into, that she's going to be a race car driver, but she is going to be around a lot of race cars.
Yeah, that is true. You never know. You never know. Speaking of you never know, a lot of athletes out there right now are sporting mustaches this year. You had a pretty good one early in your career. Is there any chance that we're going to see you with the mustache soon? Some people say it brings strength and maybe could bring the points title with it.
Yeah, if that's what I need for strength, then I'm in trouble, because all the photos that I get reminded of constantly.
Yeah, we're showing them, by the way, Jeff.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm not seeing them. Reminds me of how badly I do not need a mustache. Now, you know, goatee, a little scruff, I'm cool with that. The mustache is not for me.
You know, Jeff, it's all right. I think some people pull it off, some don't, and you just got to be comfortable with where you are. We're glad that you considered the option for us and played along with that. Jeff, good luck in the next 10 races, and as you look for another points title, we appreciate you joining us.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.